it is Crystal, and I have a layout for the Cut to You design team. I am using the Picked Apples cut file from the shop. Now, I'm showing you all kinds of bits and pieces. So I actually cut it out in maybe like a, I don't know, 3 or 4 inch size height or width. I can't remember. And realized that they were too small. So I went ahead and cut them bigger. And I thought that this is what I wanted to do, was have one bucket on each side, which now that I'm looking at it actually looks pretty good. I love how it looks when it's done, but that was kind of my initial thought. So what I did was I flipped the cut files so that the buckets wouldn't look exactly the same. And then I backed the big ones with the Jack and Jill 6x6 paper pad from Cut to You, or from Echo Park, sorry, which really doesn't have very many pieces in it left. So I think I am going to add that to my How to Kill a Kit with Style and try and kill that pad of paper this month as well. So I backed not only the big cut files, but I also decided to just back the apples in the little cut file that I had done, and then I just trimmed them off of the bucket, and I'm going to use those as some embellishing later. So I am going to take this 6x6 pad, and I am going to back my photo with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 5 pieces of pattern paper, which is totally me. Like, I am all about multiple layers. I don't tend to do a ton of layers that go completely around the photo. I like them to be a little offset. And it's a great way to use up scraps and smaller pieces of paper. And I have noticed that I have a lot of 6x6 and 6x8 pads that I just haven't been using. So they are perfect to not only mat your photo like this, but to back a cut file. Like, I got so much done. For my background, I am using a pre-made piece of, I guess it's cardstock from Vicki Boutin. And the greens and yellows worked really well with that 6x6 pad. And the apples that we got were green and yellow and red. So, the other thing I wanted to tell you that I did was on the bucket, there is that handle. It's not showing up super fabulous in the video. Hopefully it'll show up better in the close-ups. But I took some of the foil from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and I backed it with that, and it looks so cool. I love that metallic. So I'm going to dig into my How to Kill a Kit with Style for this month for the embellishing. Now, there's not going to be a ton of embellishing, but I did want a little bit extra. So you can see on the top right-hand corner, those are the apples from the top of the bucket that I cut off of both of the small ones. And then down in the bottom, those are the apples that I had cut off as far as that were on the bottom of the bucket. So I got apples going on everywhere, and I am loving it. So I added a couple of tickets, and then I added a flare from Scrap and Happy Studio. And this one is called Sprinkle Your Crafts with, no, I don't know what this one is called. maybe it doesn't have a name. It just says handmade epoxy flair, sprinkle your crafts with flair. So it doesn't say. But I got one of those cute ones on, and then I added some of, I got 2 of them. And then I added a puffy, like from early 2000 Heidi Swapp up there at the top. I'm also going to add a couple of butterflies. I added a Vicki Boutin sticker that says, "What a great day." And then I'm going to look at these, what are they? They're like, I guess they're wood. They're like wood embellishments and words. So there's this one that says "Yum," which I thought would be a good title. It's kind of a good color, but it's a little orange. It's not quite as yellow as I like, but it's going to stay for a few. And I'm going to dig into these puffy stickers from Paige Evans, and I'm going to pull, of course, the apples. But I am also going to pull this puffy pear because, crazy enough, Julianne is actually holding Asian pears. So the orchard that we went to is also a farm, but they grow all kinds of things. So they had a few pears. They didn't have any peaches left. It was definitely end of season, but I thought it would be fun to get that little nod that even though they look like she's holding apples, they are actually pears. So this is the ephemera from the Hip Kit Club that's in my kit. And there's this title piece that says "Something Sweet." So I decided that was perfect, and I was going to do that instead of the "Yum." So I'm going to put that right on top of the cut file, and I love how that looks. And then since I have that kind of gold there, I decided to add in a gold heart. It looks like I added 2 of them, but currently I only see 1 on my layout. And then everything is glued down, and I'm going to add some sequins. So these sequins are from Spiegelmom Scraps, and they should still be on my desk somewhere, but I don't see them. I want to say they're Into the Woods. If you really need to know, let me know down in the comments, and I will dig through. I just felt like my butterflies needed sequin trails, and I thought that bringing these in really brought in a little bit more of that wood grain from the bucket. So now I have kind of wood grain in all 3 areas, and I love it. I am so happy with how this turned out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure that you head over to not only the Cut to You shop and grab this, but also to the Facebook group and the blog and over on Instagram, because there's so many talented people and such fun creations. So here are a couple close-ups. You can kind of see that foil sparkling a little bit. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it, and I can't wait to get my hands on the Christmas cut files. So that's going to do it. Remember to wear your crown, and we'll see you next time. Bye.